am so delighted to be here with all of you, to be standing alongside my friends and colleagues, this outstanding Scarborough, Ontario Liberal team. I want to begin by thanking Mazar Shafiq, who is an exceptional candidate for the Ontario Liberal Party running right here in Scarborough Centre. And today, of course, Mazar and myself, we are joined by 5 other candidates who have stepped forward. Individuals who have served in their communities for many years in many different capacities. Of course, we're joined by my very dear friend Mitzi Hunter, who is currently the MPP for Scarborough-Guildwood and the Ontario Liberal Party candidate running for re-election in Scarborough-Guildwood. Sue Wong, my dear friend who is running for our party this year in Scarborough Agincourt. We have Lisa Patel, who is running for the Ontario Liberal Party in Scarborough Southwest. We have Manal Abdulhali in Scarborough Rouge Park. And we have Anita Anandajaran, who is running for us in Scarborough North. This is such an exciting day for me to have the chance to be in a community that I love coming to. Now, Mitzi and Sue and Mazar and Lisa and Manal and Anita, they all know, because we have had so many conversations over the last number of months about the incredible needs, the exceptional needs that the hardworking families of Scarborough have in so many different critically important areas. I love having the opportunity to be here, and when you look at the group of women and this man who are running for us here in Scarborough, you see that this is a team that is focused on the right issues, a team that is focused on delivering real progress for Scarborough, a team that absolutely loves Scarborough, and they, all 6 of them, will be phenomenal champions for Scarborough at Queen's Park come June the 2nd. Today we are here, of course, to talk about one of the most important responsibilities that a premier and a provincial government have in a province like ours. And that responsibility is making sure that our public health care system, that our hospitals in particular, are properly structured, are properly planned for, are properly funded and supported, so that they can provide exceptional care close to home, where families need it the most. Exceptional care that is also resilient enough to deal with challenges like the challenge that we've all had to endure over the past couple of years with, of course, the COVID-19 pandemic. You think about how COVID-19 and the lessons that we should have learned by now, that the Doug Ford government should have learned by now, but continue to fail to learn, about how important it is to make critical investments in healthcare, to make sure that you are not just funding for today, but planning for what needs to come next, planning for tomorrow, making sure that communities like Scarborough have all of the support that they need. You think about the fact that over the past couple of years, the Conservative government has actually underfunded in healthcare. You think about the tragic circumstances that we have seen in our long-term care sector, an issue that Sue and Mitzi and everyone else here today knows so well. You think about the fact that when this latest wave of the pandemic, Omicron, hit, we started to see thousands of essential surgeries that were being delayed on a weekly basis. News that was heartbreaking to so many families here in Scarborough, as they were told they would once again have to wait longer than should be necessary in a province as prosperous as ours for, in some cases, important life-saving treatments and surgeries. We can't afford to let this continue any further. An Ontario Liberal government will invest in families right here in Scarborough and across this province. We will invest together with you in building an exceptional and resilient healthcare system, which includes properly funded hospitals. We will make sure at all times that our seniors, our parents and grandparents, have real dignity as they live out their golden years, because that is something, of course, that those individuals who've given us everything, again, our parents and grandparents, certainly deserve. And I am so honored to be standing right here today in Scarborough, in lovely Scarborough, where again I love being, to announce that if elected this coming June, the Ontario Liberal government will move forward in partnership with the Scarborough Health Network and in partnership with Scarborough's families, Scarborough's communities, neighborhoods, with the people right across this incredible region to make sure that we do invest in the planning and the redevelopment and the expansions required for the Scarborough Health Network. In particular, the Ontario Liberal government that I am going to lead should we win on June the 2nd, standing alongside these candidates representing Scarborough, will make a commitment, are making a commitment to invest $1.9 billion to help support the planning, the development, the expansion that's so badly needed for the Scarborough Health Network. As we make this investment, when we make this investment, an investment that is so important again for the people of Scarborough, who for far too long have been left behind, have not had the kind of support, in particular over the past 4 years, from Doug Ford and his Conservative government, in particular in areas like healthcare and like long-term care. This $1.9 billion commitment that we are making today will help expand the bed capacity here in Scarborough by 30%. That's a huge but necessary investment to make sure that the people of this community have all of the healthcare support that they need. And again, exceptional care delivered close to home, delivered right here in Scarborough. In modern state-of-the-art facilities, mental health supports, more operating rooms, more critical care beds, everything that is needed, everything that the exceptional team at the Scarborough Health Network has been working on for so long and just wants to see this move forward. In addition to the overarching $1.9 billion commitment that we are making today, I am also delighted to announce that if elected come June 2nd, the Ontario Liberal government that I will be leading will make it an immediate priority to move the Scarborough Health Network to the Stage 2 planning that they need to make sure that this project moves forward as quickly as possible, because as I said a second ago, the people of Scarborough have waited long enough. It is no longer good enough in a province, again, that's as prosperous as ours, for any community, any neighborhood, any family to be left behind, to be treated like an oversight or an afterthought. The Ontario Liberal government that this team will be a core part of will make sure that Scarborough's needs, Scarborough's hopes, Scarborough's aspirations are always fulfilled, that we treat the people of Scarborough with the respect that they deserve, in healthcare in particular, respect that is not being shown them by Doug Ford and his Conservative government. So, delighted to be here in Scarborough. I know how hard the community has worked, but when you look at the team that's standing with me today, the 6 individuals who have stepped forward from different walks of life, people who have exceptional experience already in what government can do when it's harnessed for good, individuals like Mitzi Hunter, who has been a consistent and sustained champion, as has Sue Wong, as Mazar and Anita and Lisa and Manal, the entire team working together. We will make sure that we deliver for the people of Scarborough, because this healthcare announcement, this hospital commitment is so badly needed, and I'm just delighted to be here today to make what I consider to be such an important good news announcement, again, for the hardworking families of Scarborough. Thank you very much.
Okay, just a reminder.